Hello guys, this is going to be a commentary featuring gameplay of Execution on Gridlock. So, Gears of War Judgment is near, it's finalized, it's gold, 15 more days basically, and I'm still very excited for this game because I feel that the changes that Epic has made will bring forward a more fast-paced, more in-your-face, a more, how can I say it, pretty much a more skill-based Gears of War experience. Um, but there are a little bit of things that I'm still a bit iffy about. So I did watch the live event of Judgment showcasing the new game types yesterday, and pretty much all of the new modes that I've seen are they're very horde based in the sense that you set up somewhere, you set up fortifications, and you just defend a specific area from the oncoming locust annihilation. Uh, in my opinion, I don't really find these playlists very enjoyable after a certain amount of time. It just gets tiring. I like to be the person who is the one attacking as opposed to the one defending. So it does get kind of boring after a while, just sitting there and waiting for the enemies to come. But I can see that they're going to be those few players that will enjoy these type of game types. But really, Aftermath, Survival, and I believe it was the defense scenario, they were all basically like a different variation of Horde. So for all those Horde fans, you're gonna really enjoy, Judgment. Another thing is, I really would love if Epic would include Brothers to the End in a team deathmatch 2v2 variant as a permanent playlist for Gears of War Judgment. Call of Duty, Halo, those main shooters, they all have a 2v2 playlist for those who just only really have that one other player that's always on and willing to play with them, that are as well also as on their skill level. And we don't want to have to run up against a team of stacked players and then we lose as a result of our random teammates. So it will be really awesome if Epic will include Brothers to the End as a permanent playlist as opposed to like a weekly hopper event. Also, I would hope that this Brothers to the End playlist will have no down but not outs, and I'm going to explain that later on in this video. But I would hope that there's no down but not out, meaning that if you get killed, not killed, if you get hurt enough, you just fall out, basically like you're playing team deathmatch in the regular playlist for Judgment. Another good thing is that they brought back Execution for Gears of War Judgment, and I have that mindset that I'm thinking that the reason why they brought back Execution is because they probably sat down and analyzed the poor pre-order numbers as opposed to what Gears of War 3 had at the specific time near its release. So, and another thing is the community as a whole were really nagging on Epic to include Execution and include a single survival, a single life game type with down but not out, basically Execution. So it's like if your fans are constantly nagging you and telling you that they're not going to buy the game if you don't have this specific playlist, it's going to eventually get through your head, and it's going to really make your eyes open and have you sit there and wonder and say, wow, if I don't include this playlist, these fans aren't lying. They're not going to buy our game. So what would it hurt us to include this playlist? I know that the playlist does slow down the overall experience that Epic is looking for the Gears of War franchise in terms of its fast-paced actions, but the hardcore players really want a Execution style playlist to help maybe cut down on the whole Lancer oriented gameplay that we might think will happen with Judgment if everyone just falls out and dies as opposed to getting down but not out. In my opinion, I will personally be playing a bit of Execution, but I don't think I'm going to be playing it that often as I used to with the previous Gears of War. And basically the next thing I'm going to talk about is the reason why. So when I was watching some of the Gears of War gameplay, especially for the live event that happened yesterday at the time of recording this video, this is March 4th. So yesterday the event came out and I observed how you can use a primary weapon with a boom shield and a meat shield. Now Execution is going to have down but not out, so I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to pick up a meat shield. So now if an opponent can pick up a meat shield alongside a primary weapon such as a boom shot, a Lancer, a Retro, it's really going to throw the whole dynamics of Gears of War out of the window. In the previous Gears of War, we all know that once you pick up a meat shield, your character automatically switches his weapon to a snub pistol or a Boltok or a Gorgon, depending on what you have equipped at the time. Including the option for the player to now have a primary, specifically a weapon as devastating as a boom shot, while you have a meat shield, it's really gonna have some very unfair scenarios, and I don't think I'm gonna enjoy execution at all. Really, it's just like I'm thinking about that specific scenario where your teammate gets down and the guy picks up a meat shield and he's now spraying a rifle at you, or he's spraying, not even spraying, he's shooting a Nasher shotgun at you while he has a meat shield. So it's like, especially the boom shield as well. So it's really, I don't think I'm really going to enjoy this playlist. You guys can put your feedback on what you think about this in the comments. I'd love to hear that, because that's one thing that's really having me go a bit crazy and wondering if Epic is going to even allow the ability for the players to even have a primary with a boom shield or a meat shield in execution. Maybe if it's TDM, I wouldn't mind, but in execution now, this is really going to kind of screw up the dynamics of that playlist. So yeah, this is going to be a rather, shortest commentary according to the length of this gameplay video, but like I said before, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about the primaries and meat shields and boom shields, especially in execution, and any other thing Gears of War Judgment related. I want to have a conversation here and see what you guys have to say. I'm still excited for this game, and I will be getting it possibly in GameStop's midnight launch, or if it's like a private store in my area that might let the game out early. Who knows? But I will be showing you guys a lot of gameplay on Judgment. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for some game battles matches. Possibly I might start streaming and other stuff like that. But you will see your favorite YouTube player, if that's the case, with Judgment, alongside Toonboy, who arguably I would say is pretty much the only person that I know that's roughly equivalent to my skill level. So our gameplay is just going to be, twice the satisfaction, twice the epicness. So thanks for watching this gameplay and listening to this commentary. Later, guys.
man! Let's go!
Understand, this is a team effort. We live or die together.
Out of the way! I'm out. Enemy spotted!